Now, what's really interesting is that after the sales order happened, I happened to create the invoice for it. So NetSuite's got a native capability, beautiful ability to daisy chain all the activity steps that went along with taking a new change, moving it to a contract, and then invoicing it to the customer, regardless of whether that hits a deferred revenue or not. In this case, it's hitting all deferred revenue. And then we're going to show you how we recognize that revenue based instead upon earned value. So you can have this fully segregated billing process and still be able to control your revenue recognition and your retainage and holdback down to the penny. So you'll see your invoice here. This is for the lower amounts. We haven't updated it yet. That's okay. We can re-bill, re-invoice the same sales order for the difference in the delta. But our invoice here, you'll notice, for those that are financial geeks of any kind, or at least financially inclined, you'll see that all of it went to deferred revenue, which makes sense. It's still an invoice, so it hits receivables, but certainly the deferred revenue now needs to be recognized against the schedule. If you recall, that's what the project schedule here was for. So I know I'm going to recognize 16% of all my revenue, or the entire revenue value of my project, which was it 68? If I update job costing, you'll see it makes it back up to 72,000. I'll be recognizing 16% of that in March, 36% in April, May, and June until I get to July, where I'll be at 100%. Even though the project continues into September with some closeout activities, will be fully recognized prior, which is probably a little bit unusual. We'll make an adjustment to the formula and we can keep it at 90% per se. Now, with all of those details, we could generate an AIA bill. For those that are not familiar with this, this is just a sort of a statement where there's a retainage component to it. And you'll see that I haven't fully, this project hasn't gone through all its stages, and so it hasn't finished all its numbers, but you'll see that the original project was 41. We've added 31. We're at 72,655, which is the number you saw on the sales order. This is for our floor 8 against the contract 453. And so now we're able to get customer sign off and quickly report back to the customer any of that retainage. And then we can set a retainage earning percentage amount. And for those that may not be able to see, we'll drill in a little bit. Again, as the numbers flow in, all you have to do is click the PDF button and it'll generate your statement of billings to your, if you're reporting back up to a GC or a potential developer, you may need this type of form. What's really important about all of this is that NetSuite can track this all for you very, very carefully and give you that capability to see it that way.